Hello everyone. Hi. Welcome to my channel. My name is Laju Iren, and on this channel I talk about love, life, and faith. I'm so excited to have you here. I hope you can tell. Can you see it in my face? I'm not really wearing any makeup today, but I'm sure you can see it. See, I'm smiling from ear to ear, literally. I'm so excited to have you here. If this is your first time, I'm ringing the bell for you. I want you to also do something for me. Click on the subscribe button and click on the bell beside it to subscribe so you can know when I have new videos coming up. So today I want to talk about wrong reasons to get married. I think I'm going to talk about 7 of them, and if I remember any others in the course of our discourse, I've read the course of our discourse, very serious. I'll let you guys know, but don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell beside it before we continue. In fact, let me give you a minute to do that. Subscribe now, grab your subscription now. Okay, so wrong reasons to get married. I think that's so important, because something can be good, but if you do it for the wrong reasons, it may not really turn out to be good for you. So I'll just talk about the reasons now. Wrong reasons to get married. The number one thing is money. Oh my god, I'm broke, I need a guy that'll just be paying my bills, or I'm broke, I need a lady that would just, sugar mommy me. That's one wrong reason to get married. Money. If you feel like you need money, get a job, start a business. Don't get married because of money. I remember watching a reality show, and I'm not saying the person was getting married because of money, but the lady, it was a reality show, 90 Day Fiancé. She had been dating this guy online off and off, and she was in Brazil, he was in the US, and she just did, she left her whole life, right, and came to America to marry him. But the guy had been married before, he's a millionaire. He'd been married before, he'd been spoiling her. And then a few days to the wedding, he says, do you know what? I think we need to sign a prenup. And she was like, prenup? What is that? What is prenup? I don't know prenup, because she's Brazilian and everything. And that's very pretty, really. So this is not, I'm not I'm not trying to judge her. I'm just giving you guys a gist to get somewhere. And it was like, a prenup is something I signed so that in case we divorce, I'll be protected, my finances will be protected. And she was almost in tears that I left everything, I came here to marry you, and you're telling me about prenup. And so the lady was like, I left everything to marry you, and you are telling me now, few days to the wedding, about prenup. I'm not saying she married him because of money. I'm just saying, imagine if she did. So money is not a good reason to marry someone. Not just because of what it does to you who is marrying for money, but because of what it does to the other person, and because of what it does to the marriage. If your motive is money, that person is going to know. And so it affects the entire foundation of the marriage, because there is no trust. And then what happens when money disappears? How do you handle that? What happens when you are shortchanged? When the person is just like, it's my money, I can do what I want with it. What happens then? So you don't marry because of money. If you feel you need money, start a business, get a job, work hard, and earn money. I heard that a lot of marriages fail. In fact, one of the greatest leading causes of divorce in marriage is money and finances. Do you understand? There's more to life than money. Don't just advertise yourself as somebody who can be bought for a particular price. Like, I was watching I think I watched so much reality TV. No, it wasn't reality, it was social media. The lady was like, why do people always say that if you want to marry a rich man, we are being materialistic? After all, guys too, she wants to marry a girl that has type of shape, another type of shape. There's more to marriage than shape, than money, than look, than Instagram pictures. You're talking about a lifelong commitment. Looks will fade, money might grow wings and disappear. Marriage is much richer than money, and you're worth more than money. So money, the wrongest reason to get married. You don't marry someone because you're like, this person has more money. What if he loses it? You don't marry somebody because this person's family has money. What if their family loses the money? What do you do then? So there's more to the foundation of a marriage than money, than finances. The fact that an individual is rich doesn't mean that the person is rich also in character. And when it comes down to it, you're looking for somebody who is faithful, who is true, who is loyal, who will support you, things that God has called you to do. You can't judge them by the content of their bank accounts. I truly believe that if anybody wants to get married, there should be, especially if you're a guy, a reasonable amount of income coming in. When I say reasonable, it doesn't have to be so much. Let me give an example. I think I was saying like 50K when we got married. I was also working. Do you understand? So I'm not saying you should just get married on love and love to pay your children's school fees and pay your house rent. I think you should be responsible about that. But to just marry because you need money, that's a bad reason to get married. A really bad reason. Another bad reason to get married is just like, me and this person were having really great sex, like the energy, the temperature, what's that thing they call it? Chemistry. When you were in school, if you passed chemistry and you failed all the other subjects, is that not an F? It's an F. If you pass chemistry and you fail all the other, it's an F. So I don't know why that applies to education, but you can't apply it to real life. First of all, we shouldn't be sleeping with anybody you're not married to. But if you are using great sex to judge, like, oh my God, imagine just the fact that we just have that thing. Sorry, I just did that. I'm sorry. The fact that we just have that connection in bed means that, no. One time I was speaking to someone and I asked, I said, what's the average, how long does the average sexual encounter last? And so people said 1 hour, some said 10 minutes, which I think is more honest. But even if it's an hour, that's just like less than 5% of an entire day, which is less than 5% of an entire life. And so if you're getting married because of sex, like, or we're not even having sex, but I'm so attracted to you that I feel we need to get married to have sex. Do you understand? And that's the only reason. See, the truth is, attraction is a good thing. It's a good sign. God is the one that created you guys to be attracted to each other. He's the one that created sex. So if all the other boxes tick, you tick all the other boxes, this person has a good character, this person loves you, this person can sacrifice for you, you guys have a great relationship, and then you're attracted to each other, it makes sense that, let's get married. But if you guys don't agree on anything, this person has a horrible character, we're just like, but we are attracted to each other. See the way she looks, or see the way I look, or see the way we look together. We are going to just hammer it in bed. If that's the only reason, you shouldn't get married. Chemistry is not enough to preserve a marriage. Chemistry is not enough to preserve a marriage. There's so many other things to consider. I'll advise that you watch my video Dating Intelligently, or you get my book Dating Intelligently. I'll try and put the link for it to get in the description box. But sex, attraction, that's not enough reason for it to get married. If there are other reasons, this one can now add to them. But for that to be the only reason, that's a warning sign. It's a signal bell. It's a red flag, not a white flag. Okay, so very, very, very important. Another wrong reason to get married: pregnancy. And I'm not even going to smile at all when I'm talking about this. God, I'm already smiling because I said I wouldn't smile. I'm not going to smile when I'm talking about this pregnancy. So, sex before marriage is a sin. That's true. If for some reason you fall into temptation and you do get pregnant, before you marry that person, sister, listen to me. Be sure that you would have married that person even if you were not pregnant. Don't make a temporary mistake a permanent one. See, it's a different thing if you guys, for some reason, you did it, you got pregnant. The guy is like, we shouldn't have done this, but I love you, you have a good character, God has forgiven us, we can build a home together. You may even say, okay, instead of getting married in December, let's get married in July or whenever. But if you were just being naughty, which you shouldn't be, but for some reason you entered into this unequally yoked relationship where this person is not saved, where this person is not responsible, and you got pregnant, you don't fix it by marrying the person. You don't fix, what did I say? You don't fix it by marrying the person. Hey, can I say it again? You don't fix it by marrying the person, because when you marry this person and you have even more children, you are going to regret it. You're going to be like, if I didn't marry you, see, maybe I would have made something out of my life. I would have married somebody. Because sometimes parents, Nigerian parents do this a lot, where your daughter gets pregnant and you force her to marry this person, and the guy is not really serious in life, but because she was pregnant and you forced her to marry the person, she's just there, maybe even getting more pregnant, or getting pregnant more often, having more children. And children are always a blessing regardless of how they come. But don't run away from being a single mom if it will save you from an unhealthy marriage. Don't run away from being a single mom if it will save you from an unhealthy marriage. Or maybe you're having a guy, like you had a weak moment, or you misbehaved, you got someone pregnant. I'm not asking you to now be irresponsible and say, no, she's not of me, she's not of God, I don't want her. When you didn't know she was not of God. However, if you feel this person's character is still not consistent with someone you would like to spend the rest of your life with, you can be responsible, but you don't have to marry the person. Truly, it actually does both ways. I heard of a story of a guy who was dating this lady that was just really evil, and then they broke up. He was dating somebody else who loved the Lord, feared the Lord. They were having it good. Then one day, Madam now came to tempt him. He now fell. Although he still has the responsibility for falling, don't get me wrong. Madam now got pregnant. That's how he had to marry Madam. Up till today, I guess the lady has even tried to kill him one time. So you don't marry because of pregnancy. What did I say? You see the way I've explained everything, so that you guys don't take me. I know you won't take me out of context anyway. But you don't marry because you don't make a temporary mistake a permanent one. One person might get pregnant for the wrong person and be like, I shouldn't have slept with this guy, but I'm gonna take care of my baby. I'm gonna do my best to make something out of my life. Another person says, I got pregnant, I have to fix it, and then you marry the person. And you bring those two people back 3 years later, and somebody's an accomplished single mom, maybe even in a new relationship with somebody who's responsible, loves the Lord. The other one is a second or third time mom, has not really been able to achieve anything with her life, and is in a relationship with a guy who is a player. And so her major prayer point is, God, please let him come home, let him stop cheating. You don't want that for yourself. So while we will not encourage sex for marriage or pregnancy out of wedlock, getting married because you're pregnant, that's not the way to fix it. You don't fix it that way. You also need to understand what it does to a child to be born into a home where the father doesn't really want the mom, but just married the mom because of that child. It can be devastating. Look, I'm not talking about people who wanted to get married before they got pregnant and sped up the marriage. That's what I'm talking about. But when this person would never have married you if not for the pregnancy, you would never have married this person over the pregnancy, still don't marry them. I'm sorry, but like, I've seen so many stories, counsel so many people, and that's the truth. That's the truth. Another wrong reason to get married is, my friends are doing it. Brethren, they don't calculate come as a marriage. Have you ever seen police going up and down saying, well, those people are not wearing ring, let them come and enter the police van? Or they will start, how many handcuffs do they want to get for that? All my friends are getting married. It's not enough reason to get married. I know it's a lot of pressure. And the truth is, it's not easy when every other person is getting married and you're the one that is still single. But that's not reason enough to get married. What this mindset does for you is that it might not rush you to marry somebody else that you would not have married, but because you're desperate, just like, man and man, or woman and woman, and you just marry. No! Don't just get married because everybody around you is getting married. Do you understand? Even me, I tease people when their friends are getting married and are single, especially guys. I'll be like, see your mates. But we're just teasing. We don't really want you to just pick the next person who you don't even know so well, or who doesn't have a good character, just so that you can join the club. When you join the club, what's next? The people who are pressurizing you are not going to be in that marriage with you. They are not going to change their son name when you change yours, or add somebody to your, I don't know, to become, what's it called? You're not going to be living in the same house with you, Sha, if you just marry, because all my friends are getting married. One of the stupidest, sorry, they say it's not stu, is it stupid? Stu, God, I'm using stupid on my channel. Anyway, one of the stupidest reasons to do anything, like stupidest reasons, is because everybody's doing it. See, majority does not really carry the vote in life. The children of Israel, how many million of them? Do you know, after God had delivered them from the Red Sea and swallowed Pharaoh and all his chariots, all of them said they wanted to kill Moses. It was a majority stuff, but it was incorrect. Mob, individuals, everybody's doing it. That's the wrong reason to do anything. You must have your own personal convictions. You must understand your timetable, your calendar in life is different. Everybody's calendar is different. Somebody can marry at 23 and to be the right time. Another person can marry at 27 and they're marrying too young. Do you understand? So the thing is, if you're desperate like that, before you know, you just pick anybody and like, oh my God, where's my own not working? Everybody's own is working. Do you understand? So be patient. I said in my book Mirror Mirror that impatience is a demonstration of a lack of trust. It's not just a bad habit. It's showing, God, I don't really trust you. I don't really trust you. I don't really think you hold my future. But he actually does. And God can be trusted. He can be trusted even when it seems like he's late. He can be trusted even when it seems like everybody has left you behind. He can be trusted. So don't just get married because every other person is getting married. Another wrong reason, we have been dating for so long. Listen to me very well. I'm not talking about those of you guys that you have dated somebody 5 years, 6 years, 4 years. You have turned it to institution on his own. You don't want to marry her. You say tomorrow, next year. Meanwhile, you have the resources, but you're just like, it's not yet time. So you delay this lady. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those people who are with somebody they know they can never marry, or they know they shouldn't marry, but I've decided I'm going to marry them anyways because we've been dating for so long. Wrong reason. Wrong reason, no. Wrong reason. Wrong reason. We've been dating for so long. That's a wrong reason to get married. If you're with someone and you already know this person will not make a good spouse, this person is too impatient, this person is wicked, this person is unforgiving, this person is abusive, you know, say, 6 years, 5 years, all wasted. The time you're going to be married is 10 times more than that 6 years. So it's not really wasted if it has opened your eye to realize, I was making a horrible mistake. It's not really wasted. In fact, what will make the 6 years, 5 years, 4 years count is you say, hey, I was doing this wrong all this while. The truth is, I like to be honest when I'm talking to single people because this kind of honesty is not something that one can bring to marriage counseling. Like maybe if you're married there, before I can advise you to take a break, there has to be physical, what's it called? Physical abuse involved, like the person is beating you, threatening to kill you. There are sometimes I also marry people and I'm really hurt, I'm really pained, maybe I'm even in tears, but I can't tell you to leave. That's why if you're single, you have a choice. I'm not asking you to be like all those people that will just say, in fact, I have a choice, break up, any person, break up, don't like your hair, break up, I don't like you talk to me, break up, break up, break up. No, that's not what I'm talking about. But when you get to a point where you've given this your best, you need to also be honest with yourself and say, this isn't gonna work. Do you get? So that's also something to really, really consider. Okay, guys, something to really, really consider. Don't just say we've been dating for so long, so we must marry. Are you excited about the possibility of being married to this person for the rest of your life? Emotions apart, when you look at the facts, does this person really want to be with you? And is this person really somebody that you can trust with your future? Nobody's perfect, but doesn't mean you just pick the most imperfect person because no one is perfect. So that's also something to consider. And then another wrong reason to get married, social media or bragging rights. Your girl is hitched. They propose to you. Not even, there was one message, she had not even said yes. She was already showing her ring to her friends. Wrong reason. Wrong reason. Because what you see on social media in anybody's marriage, even for the best marriages, it's just a minute percent what actually goes on. I'm not saying that there are no good marriages. There are good marriages, but nobody's going to come and post, or nobody with sense is going to come and post their head. That's how my husband annoyed me this morning. He even annoyed me, sir. That's how he annoyed me. No, nobody's going to post that. Even the ones who may be going through abuse. Haven't you seen cases of people who said, my boo is the best boo in the world? Then the next thing you saw them on social media that the guy is beating them. Don't compare your real life with people's lives on social media. Don't do that. There are things to learn, there are ways to be inspired, but don't get to the point where you are so dissatisfied with your life, you want to just change everything when you don't really know what's going on. I was watching a movie yesterday. I went on a date with my husband. Watching a movie, Your Excellency. The girl was a YouTuber like me. She had so many followers. What she was projecting in the camera was different from what was happening in her real life. Like, she was actually buying bed down select. Somebody was bringing it to her house. And there's nothing wrong with that. But she was pretending that she used to shop in the most luxurious stores. One time she paid somebody so that she can take picture in private jets. That she's just coming from Johannesburg. Remember, she didn't go anywhere. So just know that before you compare yourself with people, at least have the full picture. And you can't have the full picture if you're not in that marriage with them. So don't let anybody pressure you. Family pressure too is also another reason why people rush to get married. Like, it's another reason why people just like, I must get married. Like, your mom is like, you're not getting any younger. Once they ask you, how are you? So how far? Any man? Oh, you're not getting any younger. You're not getting. Maybe if your mom is not, so she can say, mommy, you too, you're not getting any younger. Stop shouting. But if she's a typical Nigerian mom, don't tell her that, so that they don't slap you all the way to your husband's house. But seriously, family pressure is also a wrong reason to get married. I'm not saying that you shouldn't listen to your family. I'm not saying they shouldn't advise you. But just make sure that you are ready to. Do you understand? And nobody pushes you or pressurizes you. Because I think it's better for you to be single and praying, God, I really want to get married. I really want to get married. And for you to be married and praying, God, I really wish I was single again. Trust me. You prefer the former to the latter. So I hope these things have helped you. Who can remember them? Do we go over them again? Wrong reasons to get married. Number 1, money. Number 2, sex or attraction. Number 3, pregnancy. Number 4, everybody's doing it. My friends are doing it. Number 5, been dating for so long. Number 6, social media, bragging rights. Number 7, family pressure. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do a video on reasons why you should get married. That might be a very, very interesting one, right? Thank you so much for joining in. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions about any area I've covered or haven't covered, just let me know in the comment section. I'll be there waiting to hear from you. Thank you.